Hi everybody, welcome back to Barely Running Garage. I'm Gibby. This is the old Ford. Today we got to pull her out of the shop. I want to take the box off so that we can do the wiring, and also we got a broken spring shackle. But first, we got to take the ignition switch back out to put it back in so we can get the truck started. Stick around and we'll get at it. So in the last episode, I left the ignition switch in the dash when we pulled it out, figuring I wasn't going to need it. Well, I want to pull the truck out and take the box off. I'm going to be doing the leaf springs and the wiring harness going to the rear. This has the electric fuel pump, the tail light wiring, and the gas tank sender. And I just figured with the box off, it'll be easier to just get at everything while having to crawl underneath the truck. But first, instead of putting the dash back in, because we're going to be doing the wiring, I'm going to take the ignition switch out. I could jump the wires. There's already some melted wires in there, hence the new wiring harness getting replaced. So we're just going to pull this out, plug it back in. We should be able to start the truck. So on the old Ford ignitions, you got these 3 tabs right here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the screwdriver in there, tap it all the way around, pull the ignition out. Let's get at it. Okay, so there we have it. You got your ignition tumbler, plugs right into the truck, and then a chrome lock ring that goes right onto it. We're just going to put that back onto it so we don't lose it. And then we should be able to plug this right back into the truck, hook the battery up, fire it up, and hopefully just back the truck out. Let's find out. Now we did cut a lot of wires, so I'm just going to hook the positive battery cable up, make sure nothing's sparking or arcing. We got lights. The marker lights are on. It doesn't seem like anything else is. Might have to fix up the seat really quick. Be right back, see if we can't back her out. You guys spot me, and I'll try and back it out. We lost you. Yeah, got you back. All right. Got her out. We'll get the box cleaned out, get it unbolted, and get it off. Now the truck's got aftermarket tail lights, marker lights. They're all smoked out. So I'm going to take them out before I lift the bed off. And I'm just trimming the wiring harness. Like I said, we're going to be putting a new one in it. We'll be taking this bed liner out to get at the bolts. Get these two out. Unhook the fuel filler neck. And then get the bolts off. We should be able to lift it off. I realize it at the moment, but we lost the mic here. So what I'm doing is I'm just using a Phillips head screwdriver on my impact and just pulling the marker light out, trimming the wiring off, moving to the tail light, doing the same thing, just taking the two Phillips head screws out, and then reaching in and just trimming the wiring off. Moving to the driver's side, do the same thing, take the marker light out, putting the parts in a Ziploc bag so they don't get lost, and then just trimming the wires. Okay, so here we have the return of the hood hull. What I'm doing is I'm just prying up on the center of the bed liner. And what that does is it pulls down on the outside edges so you can get the bed liner to come up and out of the bed rail itself. Just pulling it up, working my way down on the driver's side. Just pulling it out on the passenger side. That's all you want to do is just pull up on the center and you should be able to walk it around and pull the bed liner out. It's not held in with fasteners. It's just locked in by when it's flat, it tucks in up underneath the bed rail. Using an antifreeze jug to keep pressure on it so it doesn't fold back in on itself. Just stuffing it down inside against the fender. And that helps hold it out so that when you're lifting up on it, it doesn't want to fall back into the side of the box. We're doing the same thing on the passenger side, just slowly working it out, trying to pry it out. Back on the driver's side, I had most of it out, so I'm just going to work on that. Pull the bed liner up and out towards the driver's side of the truck. Just a little bit of forcing and it pops right out. Now we can just lift it up and out, slide it away. These don't weigh hardly anything at all. In fact, if you punch two holes in the front of it, put a tow strap through it, you can drag wood out of the woods on grass and on the snow real easy with your tractor. Makes a good drag. Here we are looking at how rusty the box is on the inside. I've had this box off before, so it doesn't have the factory Ford carriage bolt style anymore. These are just grade 8 half-inch bolts that I bolted down through the box. There's only 4 of them holding it down. You can see where I cut off with an angle grinder the old bolts to get them out. I just cut the heads of them off and then punched them down through the holes. Another half-inch bolt. And then I didn't put any at the front of it, only because on the driver's side over there, the bed is rusted pretty bad. Still savable, put time and effort into it. And then right here we have the gas filler neck. It's just a rubber grommet that slides, the filler neck slides up into it. The hose clamps here for the filler neck to the tank. But what we're going to try and do is just loosen up the hose clamp that holds the filler neck up to the bed of the truck. Just using an impact. I'm gonna just loosen them from the top and try to get the hardware. It's just a nut flat washer and lock washer on the bottom, and just try and get them to run and just drop onto the ground. That's what I'm doing here is I'm just putting a pair of pliers underneath it to put pressure on it, pull up on the bolt while I'm loosening it, and it helps the hardware drop off. Pops out nice and easy. So what we're going to do is put the tailgate up, and I'm going to reach underneath the truck and just hold the nut on the bottom and run it off with the impact. Just reaching under and holding the hardware. On the passenger side, for whatever reason, the mic comes back on. So, like Gibby in the past, tell us what he's going to be doing. All right, we've got the other two bolts out. Sorry for the audio, we might have lost our mic. We'll spin it around. We're going to repeat the same process on the other side. So same thing, we're just going to get onto the head of the bolt here, break it free with the impact. I'm going to reach underneath and hold the hardware, the nut, and the washer with my hand. All right, so here's the game plan. Tractor, a couple cross ties. We'll bump it up a little bit, see if we can't get this fuel door out. Hopefully we can lift it straight up and off after that, and we'll set her down. I'm just lifting up on the tractor bucket, put tension on that fuel filler neck. This was greased when I put it in, so it shouldn't come out too hard, but sometimes you just gotta hit it with a hickory stick. Putting upward pressure on it with the tractor. I've got two blocks of wood right here. I'm just tapping on it so I don't bend up the filler neck, and just forcing it back through the rubber grommet. Just keep working it back and forth. Making sure it's not running into the bumper of the truck. Make sure everything's clear. And raise the bed up high enough to clear the tires, and just backing it away and setting it on some blocking. Just a quick look at the exhaust pipes coming out of it, the frame, new gas tank in it, like I said. Rat nest of the wiring for the tail lights. We've just got the bed blocked up on some tires over here, so nothing will happen to it. All right, let's get that in here. Watch out this time. We had a mid-January thaw, so about to find out without any weight on the back end, the truck does not want to go back into the shop. I ended up losing the camera for a minute, and we ended up having to push the truck into the shop with the tractor. Well, here we are. We finally got it back in. Take a look with the bed off. There's the broken spring. We do have new leaf springs that we're going to be putting in it, sitting right over there. We'll be cleaning up the frame, running the wiring. There's the electric auto broken fuel pump. Thanks everybody for coming back and hanging out with me in the shop. I do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch my videos. Sorry about all the camera and mic issues we had this time, and really sorry about the horrible voiceovers. But if you like the videos, please do like, subscribe, follow along. I do appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next video. I hope you all have a great day.